Hello everyone, what's up? So today we are creating this. So without further ado, let's get it started. First of all, you need to create a shape layer. Then just bring an image. For reference, I am using this dialog box of iOS messages. So if you see, there is a round rectangle. So I'm going to draw a round rectangle. Let me just select round rectangular tool and yep, like this. So let me just disable it and let me show you that there is not a one color in this dialog box or whatever we say it. So I'm going to use a gradient rather than fill. So just go there and choose gradient. Linear gradient would be okay. Then just choose the color. I'm going with the lighter shade of white or grayish, like this, and other color should also be close to gray or mild gray. Okay, off-white looks good too. So yeah, this colors look good. Okay, hit okay. Now just click on this and drag these anchor points like this, so you can have a really nice gradient. I'm going to use the darker shade to the left side. Okay, now if you want to make the edges a bit round, in my case I'm not doing so, but in your case if you want it, then just go to the rectangular properties like this and you will see the roundness here. If you increase it, you can see there is a roundness in your rectangle. I'm gonna keep it simple, so yeah, 20 would be okay, I guess. Now let's move forward. So I want my message to be customized a bit, so for that I'm going to duplicate this one. Let me just rename it first. Now I'm going to duplicate it and rename this one as sub rectangle. Okay, now I want to decrease the size like this. Unlink the scale property and decrease the size. Let me just adjust these shapes. So yeah, after you're okay with the size and adjustment, so you can just place, I'm gonna place this one, the other rectangle above. Now to make a difference, to create a difference, I'm going to use fill again, not gradient, and I'm going to use a white color or off-white color, so it can make a difference with the main rectangle. So yeah, it looks good to me. Now another thing, you can see there is a icon of message. So for that I'm just going to drag this icon and just apply color key on it. Choose the color that we want to remove and just increase the color tolerance to maybe around 150 or so. Just apply the settings. It may differ in your case, but it should be clean. So yeah, this looks good. Let me just adjust it to the sideline. So yeah, this looks good. Now for the text animation, first of all just write text. I'm going to write message, so change this color to maybe charcoal gray or lighter shades of black basically. So just put it there, use rulers for accuracy, and yep, just duplicate the layer and go for the subscript, because I don't want this text to be capital. This text basically showing the timing of message, so just put it right there. It is not that much important, and um, let me just adjust the colors a bit. Okay, now the person's name, in my case I'm using mom, and I'm going to use bold. By the way, I'm using this SF Pro display font, which is basically the iPhone messages text, you can say. So you can download this as well and use SAM. For the last part, we are going to create an icon for message. So yeah, we can just create an ellipse tool and create a circle. Put M in it because this is the initial of mom, you can say. Scale it a bit and choose a lighter color so it kind of blend with the background. You can pre-compose both of them so it is easier to animate them, and then you can drag the anchor point in the center of it. Now for the animation part, I'm going to use a scale property. In this case, just reduce the scale to 0, and after 12 or 15 frames or so, I'm going to scale it a bit like this, and then I'm going to use opacity as well because I don't want it to be, I don't want complete animation to be visible. So yeah, and then change the graph editor of scale alone. Okay, so yeah, this is how it looks. It looks good to me. In all of these animation, we are going to use opacity and position mainly. Okay, so put a keyframe on opacity and drag it to 15 frames and reduce it in the 0, then easy ease them. For this layer, I'm going to use opacity and position both, and I'm going to drag it down like this. So it looks good to me. Change the graph editor to have a smooth animation. If you see, the animation is like this. You can always drag the keyframes to, have a slow animation because we don't want the fast paced animation. Now for the icon, I'm going to use the same method, position and opacity keyframes, and just drag them like this. So yeah, you can follow it along. To make things easier for me, I'm going to drag all the text layers to 1 second so it is visible to you and me as well, and then I'm just animating them. So yeah, position and opacity, change the position graph like this, and yeah, we don't want a fast animation, so we are just changing the position either to the left side or the right side or bottom or top, and just making it come to the original position by the 15 frames or so. So you can drag this. One thing you need to notice that opacity should be 100% before the position keyframes. That is why I'm dragging the position keyframe a bit forward in contrast of the opacity keyframe. So this way the animation looks smooth, and then you can adjust the text layers. For the last part, let me just duplicate the main rectangle, and let me just empty its fill so we have a stroke. Okay, I want this rectangle to give us kind of glowing effect. So for that, I'm just going to go there and write for glow and apply it. Just increase the glow radius and reduce threshold a bit, then duplicate the glow, and yeah, play with the settings, whatever suits you. So yeah, in this case it's okay. If you just disable it, you will see that yeah, it is creating some difference. So for the second part, we are going to apply it on this clip I downloaded from copyright free background. So just put it right there. Before we put the message layer, I want it to stabilize first. So just apply wrap stabilizer effect. So once you're done with it, then go for the motion tracking. Squares around here, basically at the point where you will have higher contrast in compare of the clip, so that point would be stable. Not that that point should not be moving too much, otherwise your animation would be chaotic. I will attach a detailed tutorial I have created on this motion tracking in the end screen, so you can watch that too. Okay, so just play it and stop it again and again, so you know you don't have pretty much chaotic animation. Note that the squares should not be, you know, deviate from your key position. Okay, so once you're done with it, just create a null object, name is as tracking data, then just go to the edit target and choose the tracker data and hit OK, click on apply. So yeah, your tracking data is right here. Now you can just parent the message layer that we created to tracker data, so it would be, you know, kind of stick to it. So our message layer would animate as our tracking data would, you know, animate. So if you see, the clip looks really good, but when the girl is moving her hand, so it is kind of making it looks, you know, that I have put it um, on the video, which looks kind of cheap. So to make it more good, what we can do, we can just track the movement of hand, so it is from there. So let me just duplicate the clip and crop it. So yeah, at this point the girl's hand just go down, and then at this point it goes up. So I'm going to roto it out. Recompose this layer and just use the rotor brush tool and select her hand. So After Effects can judge the movement of hand by its own. Before that you need to, you know, make selection a really good selection. Okay, so like this, maybe like this. And once you're done with it, then just hit spacebar and keep adjusting it so the hand looks really smooth and everything is selected properly. So once you're done with it, just hit freeze and it will do its work. So yeah, just go to the main composition again and you will see the roto hand right there. If you just, you know, put it right above it, it looks good. Let me just adjust its position a bit and apply a drop shadow on it. So it will have a, you know, depth of field. You can see when the hand is going there, so it is creating a shadow, which makes our message layer or our infographics looks more authentic, kind of, you know, it is present in the 3D space, because when her hand is coming, so it is creating or casting a shadow on our message layer, which is really cool and really organic. So just put it right there and you can apply the drop shadow on the message layer as well. And by the end of the composition I want it to, you know, disappear, so I'm just animating a scale property like this, so it should, you know, pop up and then disappear. So yeah, this is our final result, and you can add more kilo on it, you can add multiple layers in this, but as far as this tutorial is concerned, my aim was to teach you how to add such screens in any video. So I really think this was helpful for you. You can comment relevant tutorial. tutorials. Hit the like button and subscribe, share it with your friends, and yeah, thank you for your support. See you in the next video. Be creative, be bold. Take care, bye.